coming back to Bangalore was for me the primary choice because my classmates had all taken jobs in Delhi and Bombay. I did a short 6-month stint in Bombay for my before my graduation. But I was a late child, so my parents were getting older, Rashmi. So ನನಗೆ ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಬಂದವ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ I wanted to spend time with them. And I'm very glad I came back because I lost my parents quite early after that.
Oh,
So coming back to Bangalore was also a conscious choice because somehow ನನಗೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ the feeling I get nowhere else in the world. Bangalore is truly home. Nam climate, nam people, the mood in the city, it can never be replicated anywhere at all. So I came back to Bangalore and took a little time, but I started working in an advertising agency. And then I got a job in another advertising agency. On the day I joined, it closed down. And the girl who had helped me get the job, she said to me, I've really got bad news for you. The agency's closed down.
this is
So
in
the-
the mid 70s.
This must have been, yes, in the late 70s, maybe, early 80s. And then she said to me, I've got an idea. Why don't we both start an agency? Because I have all the clients and you have the art. You know how to put everything together. So we started an agency called Scorpio Gemini Agencies. It was with an old friend of mine called Hema Bedi in those days. She later became Hema George. So we ran the agency for a few years and then we both split up amicably and we went our own ways because she wanted to do other stuff, I wanted to do other stuff. And then I opened the Design and Print Group, which was a very well-known agency in Bengaluru at that time. But I was again very fortunate to have clients like Gokuldas Exports, the great Dinesh Hinduja, who was my mentor. He was a man who truly established Bangalore as a fashion capital. Because you see, Bangalore was the hub of garment exports. Whatever we did, we manufactured a lot of very high quality garments in Bangalore. And
ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ?
Gokuldas was one of the biggest. So they were the ones who launched labels like The Warehouse, and then another division of the family launched Weekender. So these are all the first fashion iconic shops of Bangalore. Even Bombay and Delhi did not have shops like
Weekender
that.
was my favorite. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ 84 born I am. ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಪೋಲ್ಕಾ ಡಾಟ್ ಕವರ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಡೀಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಅವಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್.
We had, and these export garments meant that we were wearing clothes on par with Europe and America at a fraction of the price. Beautiful T-shirts, lovely dresses. And then the business became very big and I took the shop from one store in Bangalore. We became 65 stores all over India. So that was my first big experience with retail and merchandising.
Oh, wow.
And it gave me a very strong foundation which is coming in useful till today. I still work with the biggest brands. I've just finished on Sunday doing the Brands Fashion Week with the Bhartiya Mall of Bengaluru. We also work with the Mall of Asia. We work with Phoenix Market City. So we do a lot of work all over with brands, and Bangalore is brand city. So when you say that the designer quotient is missing over here, you have to look at it this way. Delhi is the capital of bridal fashion because the best of bridal designers are there. And today, bridal is actually the luxury segment of fashion. So what the French call haute couture, we call bridal fashion. Everything is handmade, it's made to measure, so... and
I didn't
today,
even know it's called as haute couture. I thought it was hot couture, HAUTE. And ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಟು ಯೋರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಇದು
specifications,
ಮೆಷರ್ಮೆಂಟ್
which in India we have been doing for years. Go to the tailor, take your measurements.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡೋದವರು.
And that's also made to measure.
Okay.
But over here, like today, a bridal lehenga can start at 2 lakhs and go up to 10 lakhs and reach 25 lakhs depending on the kind of embroidery it's got. So Delhi is the capital of bridal couture. Bombay is more about Bollywood, international fashion. The big shops like Chanel and all of them opened in Bombay first because they knew that they had the market over there. But I don't find that Bombay has the taste level of Delhi. Delhi is far more mature, far more tasteful. There are better designers based over there. Like if I showed you Aishwarya Rai at Cannes, done by Bombay designers, it's shocking about how crass and vulgar the clothes can be.
It's too on the face loud ಅಂತೀರಾ?
Loud, all looking like Christmas trees, no taste, no beauty. But then again, having said that, you look at what Sabyasachi did for Alia Bhatt, it to an exquisitely embroidered sari and choli. The sari had a long train. The palla itself became the train. So it added the drama on the steps of Cannes. So, we can do so much if we put our minds to it. And I think that Aishwarya also has to look at designers who can celebrate India. Because every designer who was successful on the ramp from India this time had looked at Indian craft, Indian textiles, Indian colors.
So because you're promoting that also through them, Alva.
Of how though we have to promote it. But in Aishwarya wears some tinsel blue and green Christmas tree outfit. Whom is she reflecting? It does not reflect India. It does not reflect anything except Chinese mass manufacture. So, those designers should have thought a little carefully about how they were dressing an iconic woman like that.
And how they represent India.
Exactly. If Sabya can get it right with Alia, then everyone should get it right with Aishwarya. After all, she is, in a way, the pride of India, one of the most beautiful women we've had here. I always want to see her celebrated, not laughed at and not trolled for bad dress choices. It's not her job, The designer's hired for that purpose. The stylist is hired for that purpose. So that is the difference between Delhi and Bombay. Bombay is much more Bollywood-led. They can sort of be quite crass and quite vulgar and not really very sophisticated. And then comes Bangalore, which is brand city. 90% of the country wears brands. We all don't go around wearing bridal couture and designers. We wear brands.
Right.
And this is the city where the brands are based. All the big ones, like all the Madura garment brands like Van Heusen, Alan Solly, Peter England. Then you look at Levi's, and then you look at Ace Turtle, who today own Wrangler and Lee and Toys R Us and Dockers. So we have these multi brand companies over here. So there are hundreds of brands being made, manufactured, designed out of Bangalore. So therefore, I would say that Bangalore is the Preth capital of India. So this is how you divide the looks of it.